Good morning. It's November 12, 2021, and if you can believe it, it's a Friday once again. Here in LA, a sunny morning with a very strong breeze blowing, 63 degrees Fahrenheit, around 17 Celsius. Today I was thinking about not
Mr. Lynch lives. Will be live forever. Good morning. Questa cosa deve essere semplice, more simple, more simple, more simple. More simple, more simple, more simple, more simple, more simple, more simple. Lynch. It's April 10th, 2025. It's Thursday. The Naples via clean sometimes I will yes, so let's see middle scattering atmosphere in general and so quindi fa che queste cose now at the moment it's early afternoon, but 13 and 31 62 and 65 and 17 Celsius, and it means it's really soft like periods because of the classical activity spring to certain periods terza cosa sono poi cioè io sono così I'm sure trovare sia del nome single resiment so sia simultaneous ma purpose che capivo cioè to Chinese it's better no perhaps product for me and I do also the elaboration also for the fact autumn esame the wind sunset fact for the autumn si just for the source adjectives of physics for the esame adjective for the wind adjective quello sono i sì che si adjective da si in inglese at least for me as regard in English, at least for me, was a few years absolutely incomplete. It's just really seems that when you first weeks of the spring, in particular since this last Friday, even if at the same time during the evening, better in the night, it's or between the evening and the night, at the moment also seems that it's a winter atmosphere, or in the part of winter atmosphere, so I don't remember like in April like this in the evening, and yes during the night. I think this is the first time, as I remember a bit. Try for me was good. Still at the sky now. Those atmosphere in general. I don't know if today I don't know if I can see it in my English just for this. It's a good but to completely. I can be feeling as a few minutes. Ingrid Frenum, I think it's Zwanzig, limited just before. 20 exercises. But important thing is the sphere, since you read just before doing this. Yes, this is curti, nella storia come tre porzi di Sadarun, risorse curti in genere, quando si è curti in genere, ma quando si è curti in genere, se mi ripeto, intanto mi scendo sia il most perfect, triste supposo, fa che sul design ripeta, this is yes clear, so very also is the clouds, and according to read, consider my sensations, and perhaps the trend of necessities. The other thing is perhaps I think it will become if totally at mostly sure, mostly cloudy, and also that could even if the month is truly remote possibility, the situation is obviously anti-G and so it is and if the clear screams che well bad, perhaps better the contrary, bad well, so this mi dico in the cortino, questo qua non stanno le tre parti in this room, ma the difference it's only color the color of the flowers, fact the color of the previous second was here, good the color of the first was pink like the cortino, the color of the first one, maybe it's similar. I don't know if you guys because at the roses in the room, so from the dico quindi the younger students don't so want to write and so here's fucking new sentence from wallet it's with in quote from wallet also the logo fact to eat is with the reasons for the so those the people interventions also is me also was in better vismo for me in sentire di in shot at secondi me shot basically we should use the visible beyond the cortini in general vismo also si chiede from me at the vismo sentire in shot also si chiede at secondi me shot. And finally, family perché my GX 40 e PG in 625 also indicates of this marriage initiative. E da, stiamo di vivo, facendo forse essere la getting to where sono buoni also my telephone was some biscuits and finally I hope you will get breakfast. Today it's late in general for Mars because it's late in Mars but the more important si faremo con regola reaction on December 2023 it was a solid in fact in the breakfast at Finten is familiar I started with Finten and per time it was yesterday so I think that record fact così che record December 2023 is always a ratchet where do they repeat close to the record close little summers they are just only obviously just only quoted 13 and 31 not really important thing is to remember that in some way also the important so da miliardi. And as we always say, che fa si sono mossi absolutely. And as you know, it's weeks shorts of the favorite biscuits, but I in particular want to say two things. The first one is about the unique fact that short story against native coffee. It also has quick shortcut for occasionally from a short fragment video. A short within this also the fact that Nikolaj makes also bomb at this in particular mega bomb. Second thing is about the serials fact if for siesta regarding the answers. For me, is our second place of position because at the first place of position, me the PAM interventions. In fact, I always truly recommend them because they are really superb. Also, tomorrow, I suppose, if I'm today, I can know that tomorrow it will happen. My hour is simple.